When the lights. Whoa, how does it go?
Stop,
when the lights shed off and it's my turn to settle down.
Promise that you will.
Okay, relax. We do not have Kendrick Lamar here.
What's good, everybody? We are back with another episode today of Who Knows Podcast.
Episode 3.
I'm with
Reed
and your boy Rob Smith. Sincerely,
yes,
Rob Wick in the building.
Okay,
that's a new nickname.
We can talk about your little alter ego.
Okay, we can.
Because I don't know if people have seen, but he's changed his profile pictures. What else, man?
Took the pictures off of my Instagram, my Twitter, black. You know what I mean? But
and why? Like, what made you do that?
Just cause, like, bro, I was trying to fall back, bro. Like,
what led to that?
I needed a reset, and what happened was, I don't think it was any situation in specific, but you know, like when you sit back and you just reflect on what's going on with you. Like I always say, a lot of people can look at themselves in the mirror, but they can't look at their own reflection. And like I had to sit with myself and look at my own reflection instead of looking in the mirror, and really sit with what I was going through and what I was doing, and had to fix it. And so the only and my way of fixing that was to just fall back, you know what I mean, chill, look at what I needed to do, and instead of being out there all the time doing all this, doing all that, and really fix myself and have a little time of self-reflection.
You know, you're giving me real vague responses right now. I don't like that.
How is that vague?
You weren't getting into specifics here. I want specifics.
Specifics on how I was doing it?
Yes. Or just you're like doing this and that? Nah.
All right.
What's up, bro?
So like, basically, like, I think I can speak for a lot of the kids in school right now. I was slacking. You feel me? And so
not me though.
All right.
Me though.
Anyways, so I was slacking, and you know, I was coming off of my wrist injury. I was still trying to figure out if I was gonna have to get another surgery or not. I haven't been able to work out. People were all up in my ear about if I should do this, get the surgery, if I shouldn't. I'm about to leave, go out to college. It was just a lot going on, and I wasn't on my game. Like, I was slacking, I was tripping, and you know, you can see that at home, you can see that just anywhere. Like, I just wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing, the way I was supposed to be doing things, and it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't up to my standard, and I was just getting caught up in a whole lot of things, and it was nothing bad. It was just I was distracted, I wasn't focused. And my way of recentering myself and focusing myself was falling back, just getting off the grid, get off the map, as much in the way that I did.
That's fair.
And when I feel like I'm ready to step back into that, I will step back into that. But until then, I'm with me right now. I'm with me. I'm with what I'm doing, and not really worried about too much else.
You know, I feel like a lot of people, like, we kind of touched base on this a little bit yesterday, but I feel like a lot of people know us, but they don't know us.
But there's a reason, though.
It is. Is it?
But I don't think it's the fact that people don't know us, because we're like I said yesterday, we're pretty open when it comes to discussions and what we believe and how we feel about things, and it's just like.
But personality-wise,
they know us. They know how we act. It's just what's going on with us. Like, with you, like, you don't, like, why do people say that they don't know you, Reed Caldwell? Because people know Reed, but.
Do they really, though?
Do they?
They know Robert Smith.
No.
They don't know Reed Caldwell, though.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't do anything.
Is that something you do?
I don't have a claim to fame, man. I just sit at home.
We don't have to play that we don't have to do that on here.
What are you talking about?
Playing down who you are.
Playing down?
Yes.
I literally don't do anything. You're Robert Smith.
Reed.
We all strive to be Robert Smith.
We don't have to. All right. Anyways, but that's. I think that's something for everybody. Like, I don't think anybody really even knows themselves. So how is somebody else gonna know somebody if you don't even know yourself?
Are you trying to say I don't know myself?
No, I'm just saying in general.
Well, I feel like a lot of this. Like this high school phase, high school years, I came to realize that there's a lot of surface level people if that makes sense. A lot of service level people that literally just they don't go deeper than what's on the surface levels. I don't know what else how to say
You were
it.
talking about me being vague.
Nah, okay, look, I'm gonna get into it. You didn't even let me explain. I just said like the top level, but they're always talking about parties or hooking up with somebody else or some basic stuff, but like, are they really having conversations like that?
No,
Like
a lot
checking
of people,
up on each other?
I mean, nah.
That's interesting.
But I mean, there aren't a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, it's different. It's different people have different relationships and different, things that they're focused on and care about. And, for some people right now, it's that kind of stuff, which is okay. Like, it's not a problem. But for other people, it's conversations like these is focusing on your priority. You know what I mean? So
Is that a bad thing that's not a priority?
I don't think so.
To go service and to go deeper than service level, my fault.
I mean, for some people, they're just not trying to do that right now. That's just not what's on their mind. And I don't think that's an issue. Because if they still get what they need to do and get everything they need to get done and they doing what they doing, they just living their life. People have different, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
So
but I don't know.
But I mean, yeah.
How far does that really get you though?
It depends. I feel like we could be having conversations right now that some adults can't having, but their lives are set.
Okay.
So they still living the right way.
Are they okay?
The right way for them. Maybe for you wouldn't want to be living that way. But for them, they living perfect. They good.
So Robert Smith, what are your priorities, man?
My priorities?
Yeah, right now. As we speak.
To be healthy.
Okay.
Have my wrist healthy.
Okay.
And be in shape for June 17th when I report.
So physical health.
And my routines and my just overall being able to stick to my routines, like sticking and being strong in my routines, because I'm gonna be the only one to hold myself accountable when I leave. So I'm just trying to get myself right for all of that.
I feel like we don't give enough credit to routines
At all.
Like a routine can really like.
But I feel like we give enough credit. I just think it's hard, and people run from that. You know what I mean? Because like that's like the same thing we were talking about before. Like the first, second day, third day, we ain't even get to the first week or the second week, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I've been just trying to stick to mine. Like I've been trying to keep wake up 7 a.m. before school, run my 3 miles. Just keep going, do my homework. You know what I mean? Go to Tai Chi, go to Ben's, work on my wrist, do my bone simulator. Like the little things, like to take care of me, because of, like you feel me?
Yeah.
It's hard to do that and stick with that for a long period of time, for months on months on months. Like there aren't a lot of things that routine wise that anybody that I know that have done, like RAs that have really stuck to that, a routine.
Yeah.
So,
because you might just look at a routine like, oh, like wake up, brush your teeth, take a shower, whatever. I don't know what y'all do, how you do it, but everybody has their different routine, right?
mm-hmm.
Or I don't know if they do, but you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like that can really make or break a lot of things, like throughout your day, like your whole rhythm.
Right.
Having a nice sleep schedule.
Right.
Go to sleep at the right time, wake up at the right time.
Right.
Cause
like one of the problems for me is like eating breakfast. Like,
okay, you don't eat breakfast?
A lot of the times.
So you're weird?
Okay.
So you're weird. Don't even finish it.
Like
don't.
My coach, like
you don't eat breakfast.
Coach
what did they normally say? Breakfast is the most important
meal of the day.
Yeah, you don't eat breakfast. It's like kindergarten stuff.
I mean, I'm working on it.
Oh my goodness.
But a lot of times I just find myself not eating breakfast. So like that's
You're
something I'm working on.
Bro.
I'm working on it.
Okay. At least you're working on it, man. That's something that you're gonna have to do. Cause you're gonna have those 6 a.m.s. And if you don't have breakfast, spaghetti-o.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Mm-mm. Speaking of no bueno.
Okay. What's up with no bueno?
Speaking of no bueno, shout out to Cam. Okay. No bueno.
No bueno. We need to get Dino on the show.
We do, bro. we need to. I promise we will have a guest on here the next episode that comes out.
Cause look, bro, hit us if you really want to be on it. Don't be on anything boring. Like we want some energy. You know, Rob is kind of quiet. Usually, I don't know if I show it on here, but I wouldn't necessarily say I'm quiet.
You're not.
I mean, sometimes.
Anyways,
Sometimes I can be quiet.
I have a question, bro. So, yesterday, or today is April 21st. Yesterday, there was a verdict for the George Floyd trial.
Okay.
And after that verdict was released, guilty on all 3 counts, the Raiders posted a picture.
Oh.
And they said it was just a black screen in white font and said "We can breathe."
Yeah.
And then it said the date 4/20/21 was representing the date where that verdict was reached. Me personally, I didn't see a problem.
It got a lot of backlash.
It got.
I don't know if it was just because it was Twitter. Because you know how Twitter is harsh.
Like LeBron was speaking out about it.
What did he say?
Like he was just like, "This is crazy." Like everybody had a problem, but I didn't see the issue. Did you see it? Did you see an issue with that post? And the owner put out a statement about it and was saying that his intentions were not what people were putting it out to be, and he wasn't gonna delete it. So he was sticking strong to what they put out there.
I don't know if he would have deleted it. I feel like it would have been like, okay, I don't know. This is a hard one, cause
I didn't see an issue.
It's
because we can like
it's. Let me put it like this: it's borderline. It's borderline like crossing the line and like, okay, that's good. And it's. I feel like that's one of those where it's too close to the safe zone, to where you gotta ask somebody before you put that one out.
I if he would have asked me, I would have said, "Go ahead." Cause like, bro, like that when everybody saw that, everybody went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that we have to relax.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that we're falling back.
I mean, it doesn't.
It just means
I don't think it's a bad thing, but I just think it can easily be taken the wrong way.
But people are taking it the wrong way on purpose. Like, dude, you know he wasn't trying to do that. You know that the intentions behind that was not any way, shape, or form wrong. Like everybody knows that. Why would they do that with the intention to with some harm behind it, with some foul meaning? Like what? Yeah.
I guess it's just all about the intentions, huh?
Exactly, and you know what it is.
Yeah. So would it be ignorance to still be mad at it?
I don't see the problem. Like
so, like
dude, like why?
Because they're telling you what it means.
Exactly,
and you still choose to be mad.
Trying to act mad, like, and you know it's not. I didn't understand that. That one was kind of like, come on, bro. Like, why?
I didn't see anybody else besides like the responses on Twitter, and Twitter is harsh.
Oh no, it was on ESPN.
Like ESPN.
Yes, like on talk shows, they was like, "Is this a problem?" Like, so, yeah, I don't see the problem. If y'all see an issue that I'm not seeing, like, let me know. But he said what his intentions were, like.
But that's such a hard one.
I mean, the dude just got,
but
charged. Like, like it's a.
Yeah. The intentions were right. It was just like,
man, that's just, I don't know. I think people were reaching on that one, man.
I mean,
I think people were reaching heavy for that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But, anyways, that was something interesting to me that happened yesterday that was kind of confusing to me.
Man,
but,
you know, sometimes another thing that happened yesterday just with some situations and relationships and all of that. I'm trying to figure out how to word this, but do you think like do you easily trust people?
Yeah,
In
to a
what,
certain extent.
in what way?
Like,
Like, cause every time you get in a car with somebody, you trust them with your life.
well, I feel like there's different types of trust in life.
Okay.
Like,
But why is it so easy to get into a car with somebody but not tell them about your problems? Cause that's your life on their hands. That's literally your life. You could die because of them, but you're too scared to tell them that you're sad.
maybe it's because you've been in so many cars with so many different people, and you've never been in an accident to the point where it would almost kill you.
So what if you've never gotten like backstabbed or whatever,
Right.
backdoored? What's the difference? Why is it so easy to tell somebody or to jump in a car with so and so rather than
Because you're not vulnerable when you get into a car, or you don't
You-
quote unquote feel vulnerable the way you feel vulnerable when you're expressing your feelings to somebody, which in my opinion is backwards. But that's just how we operate. So when we think about telling people how we feel and how we're feeling, we, in our opinion, we value that to the point where it's more, it's that's scarier than getting into a random person's car in an Uber to take you somewhere with your life on the hands.
it's like it's up to them, I guess. I don't know. That's because I've been thinking about that for a minute. Like, why am I so hesitant to tell somebody?
Because people don't like feelings. People don't like expressing themselves, which I mean I get, but I don't. Cause well, I get it actually. I do get it. But I've grown to overcome that in a way. But people, like I said, people are more scared of letting themselves go and expressing their emotions than they are of getting into a car with a random stranger. Which is crazy to think about. I've never even put it in those words before. Like, that's wild. But like, that's the truth.
Well, because I like driving myself really. So, because I still, I don't know. I don't know if I would say I have trust issues. But it's just like, I don't trust a lot of people.
But I feel like, I mean, like, it depends on the trust. Because, like, you could trust somebody and be cool with them. Like, the trust I have with you is different than the trust I would have with you know what I mean, somebody I'm cordial with.
Yeah. But it's still and do you think trust comes with how long you've known a person?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, of course, if you know, but like,
Still,
there's some people that I've known for a long time that I don't trust like that.
but I'm saying, like, say you talk to them every day.
Yeah. If you're willing to be open and vulnerable with that person every day, and you grow to express more. But if you talk to them every day and y'all are talking about the same kind of things every single day and nothing new, then you know what I mean, y'all are just going to continue to have the same friendship.
I see. I don't know. I could talk to somebody every day and I would still not trust them with some things.
Right. Because, I mean, some things aren't for everybody.
But I can meet someone next month that I think is really trustworthy
and start talking to them about
and
it.
tell them everything.
That's just life. That's just how you feel. Like, you're going to feel different energy and vibes from different people. It just all depends on how you receive it. Because if you wanted to trust somebody who you quote unquote don't trust all the way with those type of things that you're talking about, with those very sensitive things, that's your decision. Like, if you wanted to trust that person and start expressing those things to them, you could do that.
But
You're making the decision that, oh, I don't want to do that with that person. But if that person that you meet next month, all of a sudden that you're like, wow, I want to just pour my heart, that's a decision. It's a feeling, but it's a decision.
But I like to just read people and observe, right? And if I like, it could be the smallest thing, like, and boom, I just lost all of that. Like, if I hear you talking about one of your girlfriends to somebody else, I'm gonna be like, why would I trust them now? Because they're talking about their homegirl,
Right.
supposed to be their road dog,
Right.
and I'm just like, bro, like, why would I tell you something like, and I see you talking about, like, that's just nah.
You don't.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, it could be one little thing.
Mm-hmm. It just depends on what your standards are. Like, because a lot of people see that and keep it pushing.
My mom, hey, shout out my mom real quick, but she saw my Instagram caption.
I'm not heartless. I just learned to use my heart
And
less.
she started like questioning me.
Like, what's up?
Yeah, and I know she's gonna be listening to this. What's up, mama? Hey, mama.
It's my girl.
I'm fine, mom. Relax.
But anyways, that's an interesting like question. Like, why do you trust somebody more with your life than you do with your emotion? I got to think about that. We might have to revisit that because that's like, damn. Like, I trust somebody with my life who I've never met before, but somebody who I've been talking to for 6 months, I won't let in.
Cause
I just don't think but at the same time, I don't think we've like look at getting into a car like as real as it is, like that could be our life.
and people get more scared to go on planes than cars, but you have way more car accidents than plane crashes.
That's just like heights and stuff. Like that's just
But
that's
that's
just
not even-
not.
but I'm
That's
not
just
even
because you're
saying
not
heights.
used to it.
True.
Like, you don't get on planes every day. Like, you get
So
into
could
a car.
that be the same way as for expressing your feelings?
Like not
say
being
if you're
used
not
to it,
used to it,
then you're not gonna do it. Yeah,
so maybe it's just comfort zone.
maybe.
Cause you got in the car coming home from the hospital,
Yeah.
unless you walked them. I don't know.
No. All right. Cool.
Rode the bus. But still, that's still automobile. I don't know.
No, bro.
Newborn on the way home. Like,
No.
you were in a car. Since
Yeah. Exactly.
Came out the womb.
Exactly. So like, I've been in a car my whole life. People don't get in planes every day. So like, but the people who do get in planes every day, are they scared?
Because there's still grown people that still have never been in a plane.
Exactly. But they've been in a car, or they seen one at least.
Yeah.
But speaking of decisions,
Okay.
I was talking to somebody about coincidences.
Okay.
First of all, do you believe in coincidences?
I feel like there's coincidences and then there's things that are meant to happen. Well, actually, everything's meant to happen. I feel like there's coincidences and then there's. I feel like there's another word I'm looking for.
So let me tell you what I was talking about.
Okay.
So she asked me, "Do you believe in coincidences?" And I said, and I sat back and thought about it. And at first I was like, I mean, I guess, but then I sat back and thought about it more and said, no, I don't. And the reason I say no is because everybody makes decisions throughout their whole life that causes them to get to where they are at some point.
There's like everything in my life that I've done led me to
right
this,
here,
right
at
here,
this moment,
right now.
Exactly. And they're all stacking on top of each other, stacking on top of each other. So when it's a coincidence, like say you meet somebody at this restaurant, right? You decided to get up that morning, right? You decided to get dressed and go out. You decided to pick that restaurant to go to. That person decided to do whatever that person needed to do to get to that restaurant at that time. It's not a coincidence. It's just decisions. And it's the way that things are supposed to work out. If you decide to go up to somebody and talk to them and then all of a sudden that becomes your wife or your husband, that's a decision you made, not a coincidence.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what's the coincidence? If you and then she said, "Well, what about the lottery?"
I mean,
You made the decision to go get that lottery ticket. You decided to choose those numbers. You decided to put that in, and then you won. It wasn't just it just happened to be ain't no coincidence.
Yeah.
Things like you said, things happen the way they're supposed to, the way that they need to, not by chance. And then we start talking about luck. But see, can you believe in a plan, a higher being's plan and luck? If things are supposed to happen the way that they're supposed to?
I feel like somebody's going to say yes, but I feel like it's contradicting.
Exactly. How do you believe in a higher plan?
But then believe in luck.
But then believe in luck.
It was lucky. Nah, it was God.
No, dude. This is what was supposed to happen.
Yeah. I mean, that's a tough one because I feel like that's contradicting a little bit.
It is.
Because believing in luck and then
believe you. Oh, I got so lucky.
He's lucky. He made that because he's
This is what was supposed to happen.
Jinx.
Double jinx.
Nah, you didn't say jinx with me, so you can't say double jinx.
Oh, I didn't know
that's not how it works.
Jinx. Double jinx. Triple jinx. You owe me a. Nah. We don't drink soda. Only water. You can't get me again, bro. Stop. Stop being a child. But yeah, bro. I didn't know about that because I was like, dude, like decisions. Like,
okay, I have another question. So, you know, everything like in your childhood, right? You know how we talked about everything in your past has led you to this moment, right? Do you think that your personality was built off things that happened in your childhood?
Duh.
But think about it though, because you can have a sassy child. That don't mean that something happened in her childhood. That just means that's how she's meant to be. Think about it. Because you could have a crybaby child. They grow up to be emotional. That's just how they came out the womb.
Nah, you're a product. You're a product of your environment.
I feel like it can change you, but at the same time, I feel like
when you're a baby, dude, you're literally like empty.
But I feel like you still come out with a personality.
Like, you think babies have personalities?
Nah, like
I
mean, they can express it.
Your environment, you're a product of your environment.
So, you know how like a parent can raise a child so well, but it still can go wrong.
Right. But that's a product of their environment. Like, stuff could have happened.
What if they're like, nah, I want to do that. I want to get messed up every weekend, get blackout drunk. And their parents and their friends.
Products of their environment.
What if their friends are like, I mean, we're not on that type of stuff.
Well, who did that person hang around to get that influence?
Okay, I see. Because then they could have seen it like on TV.
There's influence somewhere. You're always gonna be a product of something.
They're like, yeah, I see. Yeah, because
you never just all of a sudden just. Oh, boom, I'm going to be this way. Like, you got to see something, hear something, feel something in order to, like, do that. You know what I mean? You're always going to be a product. You're always, that's the same thing. Like, you're always building your portfolio.
So, who do you think was your biggest, or what was your biggest influence as a child?
Yeah.
Because you don't have any older siblings.
You're right. My biggest influence?
Yes, like who did you like look after? Cause
growing up, I don't even think it was my dad. I don't.
That's why I asked, cause I didn't. If I just assumed it was your dad, I don't know the answer. That's why I'm asking. Mr. Smith, Mr. Robert Smith.
My biggest influence.
Yes.
I think there was. Hey, yo.
Just go ahead and answer the question, please.
You got an attitude, bro?
Go ahead and answer the question, please.
You got an attitude?
Go ahead and answer the question, please.
Well, do something about it?
Okay, relax.
We're in an
establishment right now. We're in an establishment right now.
Anyways. I think
Stacy down the hall would not appreciate that.
Hey, chill.
Nah, they have meetings and stuff out here. We can't do that, man.
Oh man. Oh, I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. Like, I think my biggest influence. I think there were different influences for me. I think
Name them then.
I think it probably was the Texans.
The Texans.
Probably was all them players in that locker room. Dre, Matt, Mario. Like, yeah, those, because I was there every day, like after school, on the weekends at practice. Like, that's where I, like, seeing them dance, I wanted to dance. Seeing them play football, I wanted to play football. Seeing them goof around, I wanted to goof around. All of that.
So, do you think that's why you want to be in the NFL?
No. Because there's something bigger out there for me than the NFL.
So, are you saying you don't want to be in the NFL?
No, I would love to be in the NFL.
So,
I'm working to be.
What? Because, like you said, you don't come out the womb thinking that.
Right.
So, what made you want to be in the NFL then?
Being around.
And so, that's why I just asked you. You said no.
Well, I had to grow to love the sport.
But I just said, what made you want to be in the NFL or go to the NFL? And
I mean,
what made you? And you said no.
Well, no, because I decided.
Replay it. Go ahead, click that the back 10 seconds like 2 times and replay it. Listen to me. Make sure I'm not tripping because this guy's tripping.
I decided that I wanted to be in the NFL because I grew to love the sport, to love the grind, to love all of that. Now, but what could have influenced there? A part of that would have been me being around that whole life.
That's what I'm saying. What influenced
but that's not
you
the
to start?
reason.
Because you gotta have an influence to start something, right?
Right.
That's what I was asking,
bro. But I was gonna be a baseball player.
Oh my gosh, what does it have to do with football?
I wanted to hoop. I just love the sport. But being around,
I'm just saying, like, bro, the NFL. I asked you, right?
Yes.
Let's rewind. I said, is that what made you, being in that environment, what made you want to go to the NFL? And you said no.
Okay, it played a part. It played a part.
Okay.
Is that a better answer? What do you just want a yes?
Yeah.
Well, it's not completely that.
But then you just said it was after. You said that's what made me. Bro, replay it. I know I'm not tripping. Bro, somebody send me the clip because I'm not gonna re-listen to this
right now. I'm gonna explain it to you right now. Okay,
bro.
It played a part. There is some part of that. Me being in that environment, me being around those people, me being in that profession with my dad. Like, it played a part. It played a part.
Okay.
But it's not the entirety of the reason that I want to play football.
Okay, I said the NFL.
Or be in the NFL.
Okay, Mr. Smith.
What were your biggest influences, Reed?
Okay. Well,
Howard Caldwell.
Just because, I don't know, some people might know this. I have 2 brothers. And I hate to say it, Jack. He's probably not even listening to this. But I said he would be one of my biggest influences.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Jack?
Yes. Because look, I would literally be around them every single day. Every day. Like, every day.
Brothers.
Exactly. So who else? My dad's at work. Who else am I supposed to look up to? He's doing his own thing with his friends, and think about it. I was friends with some of his friends too, and I still am. So it's like,
damn, Jack.
Yeah.
I would not.
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah. Cause we would literally we would be around each other all the time.
That's real. That's real. But jumping backwards.
Okay.
To when we were talking about being a product of your environment.
Reverse. Yeah. Let me stop.
All right.
Let's get back on track here.
So listen, man.
Yes, sir.
So does the love you get when you're younger, or how you're loved, or your example of love, does that affect how you love and how you receive and give and dish out love when you're older? Or does it not? Or do you control it?
The type of let me think here. I feel like the type of love that I got was more like a harder love
From
my parents.
how so?
Like, I don't know if it was just the middle child or what. It sounds like I'm playing victim right now, but listen, it just felt like I was just constantly the one doing the work. Like, literally, every time my parents need something is Reed, where are you? Come do this. Like, bro, you got 2 other people in the house. It's like, bro, like, it just gets tiring sometimes too, you know. But that's real.
So is that are you going to be that way with your kids and when you're older?
I mean, I could say no all I want to, but who knows?
You know.
I don't know that.
Right now you do.
I don't. Right now I don't.
What would you do right now?
Remember, how many times do you think, or somebody said, oh, I'm getting, you know how like when you're getting whooped, like, oh, I'm never going to treat my kids like this. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, bro, I'm never going to, like, this is crazy. Like, my kids are going to they're going to be treated so nicely. Like, I'm never going to whip my kids. But at the end of the day, like, you might have to. Unless you want them running over you. So I don't think I know the answer to that. But I'm not gonna know the answer to that until I get there.
Well, so that hard love, do you dish out hard love?
I mean, so this kind of ties into the complimenting thing. Because some people don't know this, but we don't, or I don't, really compliment a lot of people. Mostly girls. Because I just feel like they know it. They hear it a lot. But that's a whole nother topic. Whole nother story. And everybody's going to be like, oh, like, but if you're close, like, it means something else. But listen, bro, you hear from like 60 dudes a day in your DMs that you're beautiful. Golly. Anyways, that's off topic. Like, I've had this conversation with, like, probably...
We just had it.
Yeah. Like, bro, why you want me to tell you that you cute, bro? Like...
Because it means something.
But you hear it 50 times a day.
But they don't want to hear it from people who they don't care about.
Well, I'm sorry. Am I really, though? No. Because listen. Let me get back on track here. What was the question?
I said, are you going to dish out hard love?
Well, some people think that I'm very mean because they don't know me. But then when you get to know me, you realize that I'm really not that mean.
Because you a band.
A what?
A band.
Okay, don't tell me this. I hope you're not saying some slang right now.
You're a band.
I hope this is not DMV slang right now.
Just keep going.
I hope it's not DMV slang right now.
You know, I'm about to be a product of my environment.
Oh, my gosh.
Because I'm going to be in the DMV.
He's in oh, my gosh. So you're not even there yet.
I'm going to start speaking like him.
Oh, my gosh. What does that mean? What does band mean? Let me know then, Mr. Smith. DMV Rob.
Think about what BAN could mean if it was an acronym. And somebody was talking about somebody being mean.
All right, let's get serious. Nah, I'm really not that mean though. It just seemed like it sometimes. Cause
I don't think you're mean. I think it's a nonchalant.
That's a whole nother topic. I know I'm nonchalant, but it's like, is that a bad? I feel like it can be a bad thing sometimes.
Yeah, it can, because it can seem like you don't care.
Yeah, but deep down I do. I just don't.
Do you?
Yeah.
I feel like the more nonchalant I've become, the less I've got. The less I've
cared. That's two different people.
You're right. Well, I didn't say it for you. I just said it for me.
But I thought we were just talking about me. I mean, we can talk about you.
No. I'm listening.
Nah. Because I don't like talking about me.
Well, that's why
I asked the questions.
That's why you're on the show.
I asked the questions.
No, you're answering them now.
Bruh. A lot of people know this, but I don't talk about myself like that.
Right. So now we're talking about you.
No, we're not.
So
Mr. Smith.
I have another question.
Let me ask you the same question.
Wait,
We're not.
hold on.
Why?
Just hold on. So when you received that hard love,
Oh man, yes.
how did you deal with that? And did it affect your relationship with your parents or your siblings because you felt like they were getting less of the load than you were, and you felt like your parents was being hardest on you?
Sometimes it did. Not gonna lie.
How?
Sometimes,
What would happen?
I'm already knowing my mom gonna come have a whole conversation with me about this after, but sometimes it just felt like I was just disconnected. Like I was just everybody else was in their own entity. Does that make sense?
Like everybody else was in their own entity.
Like no. I was in my own entity.
Like,
my fault.
It was them four.
Yeah.
and then you.
Yeah. Because it just felt like it was just everybody versus Reed.
And
You know
did you ever grow out of? Like, did you ever? Or are
In
you
ways.
Still, are you still?
In ways.
In what ways?
I mean, sometimes it does feel like
You just singled out.
yeah, but it is what it is.
But have you put
But
that
I've-
on you?
But like, what do you mean?
Being independent, trying
But-
to do everything by yourself.
I don't know if I just. That's just what I'm at right
A
now.
product of your environment. See,
But that's just. I just feel like it made me more independent now. Like with you know how much car trouble I had.
mm-hmm.
It's just the most random stuff. It's not my fault. I swear.
Boy.
I swear it's not.
Anyways,
It's crazy drivers. You know how Houston drivers are. Yeah, hey, Houston
You
people
part
know.
of 'em.
No, I'm not. Bro, stop. We're not gonna get into this. Stop. He's already
Hey, yo,
thinking about
hey,
the. I know why he's
chill,
laughing.
Chill.
He's talking about, or
Chill,
he's thinking
chill,
about who's
chill,
the best
chill,
driver
chill.
here. You know I'm the best driver here.
Hey, if you've ridden in a car with both of us, you tell us.
You
who
can
the best
easily
driver
answer
is.
that. I'm not gonna air him out, but people know why he's not the best driver.
Okay, bro.
Exactly. Shh.
All right.
Let me stop shouting in the mic too. But one thing, I'm gonna start bringing more energy. But where were we?
We were talking about how you dealt with that and how that
Oh.
made you become independent.
Oh yeah, like I've had a lot of car trouble, and half the time I just handle it myself. I don't call my parents.
Just go do that.
Yeah, just go.
So sometimes, do you feel misunderstood
Yeah, by like anybody
or your family?
yeah, because like I said, I don't really talk about anything.
But does that harm you though?
I don't know, because
a lot of times
it's
we
just
say
a part
don't
of it's just a
stuff.
nature.
Because a lot of times we say don't stuff.
I don't know that.
Are you
I don't know.
stuffing?
I don't know. I don't know if it's affected or how bad it's affected.
Right.
Because that's just what I've known. It's just
I
to
feel
keep
you.
it pushing. Because like the saying, I say it all the time. It is what it is.
Right.
That's literally what I've been living by since I don't know. It is what it is. Like something bad happened, just keep it pushing.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sit back and cry about it. Just.
But it's
piece the
okay to
stuff
cry.
together. I mean, yeah.
But is it okay for you to cry? You can say it, but it's okay for somebody else to cry? Is it
It's
okay
not
for
like
you to cry?
it's not like it's not like I hold it back. I just haven't, cause like it's like the same. Like whenever something bad happens, I don't sit back and be like, oh my gosh. Like I'll just be like, okay, just whatever. I don't know. Just keep it pushing. It is what it is.
Mm.
So it's not like I've been like, bro, don't cry. But then it's just like I've never gotten to the brink of. It's been a minute. Probably over I want to say 2 years, a year or two, something like that. That's just, I don't know. Oh my gosh. Anyways,
It's full?
yeah, we're gonna get that worked out one day.
We will.
The camera situation.
We will.
I might have to invest in a new camera.
It's all good.
We gotta figure out how we're gonna do this for college, man.
We will.
That's
if
all.
It,
That's all.
if we need to, if it's booming enough to the point where we can do it through college, then we will.
And one thing I appreciate the feedback from everybody.
Yeah.
You know, people sending me their input and the people that were giving us basically their thoughts I don't know. I've been repeating the same thing the last 5 seconds.
You have,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, man. So, I'm gonna give us a little bit more time to talk about the quote of the day, so we don't rush it. So this is the April 21st quote of the day.
Okay, April 21st.
A rebirth out of spiritual adversity causes us to become new creatures. Now, when I saw that,
Repeat. We didn't hear that one.
a rebirth out of spiritual adversity causes us to become new creatures.
So explain to me, what are you getting from that?
The only way you can be rebirthed is what? You got to do what first? You got to die,
Yeah.
right? And when you're rebirthed, you're something new. You're
Rebirth.
exactly. You're different.
Birth back.
But the only way that happens is you gotta die. You gotta get rid of this harmful. I'm just assuming it's something harmful, and he said spiritual adversity. But this could be any adversity. Any adversity.
Like it's basically saying like you got to go down and come up.
Literally,
Take a step back.
you gotta
take 2
die
steps forward.
to live again.
Yeah, you can't just keep living.
Because that goes back to that high-low conversation. The lowest of the lows gonna get you to the highest of the highs.
So we could talk about that right now. I don't know why.
We can.
What are your highest points in life and your lowest?
I've had a lot of highs. I haven't had a lot of lows, but I've had a lot of highs.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a blessing. But
Of course.
my high is probably like seeing. Okay, I have a video of this. I'll put it in the video. If my mom coming home from like one of her first treatments or whatever from San Antonio, we had all these balloons blowed up.
I think I remember.
You remember?
Yeah,
And we threw them over
yeah.
the stairs, and we were like, "Oh!" When she walked in, I will always remember that. And when we went to Puerto Rico, and then the low is probably when she got diagnosed or the morning of the night when I realized how sick she was before she passed, like 3 days before. Cause I walked in, and you know my mom, or y'all, some of y'all might not, but she was always gonna put on a front. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because that's what she was. She was a Leo. She never wanted to show no weakness. And so she was like, my dad wanted us to go in and see her because she was cooped up in her room, right? And this is when she started to deteriorate fast. And we walked in, and it was after school. It was like 5:00. Me, my sister, my brother walked in, and she, like, you could tell she didn't look good at all, right? But she was trying, like, she was sat up in her bed. She was trying to smile, talk, and like, she asked us. She was like, "Are you ready for school? Like, what are you gonna eat for breakfast?"
Like, Mom, we're not worried about that. We're worried about you.
No, it was 5:00 in the afternoon. Yeah. At that point, I was like, what the hell is going on? Because nobody was thinking it was bad. Until that point, I was like, uh-oh. Then that night, I went in and talked to her. Wasn't quote unquote supposed to, but I walked into the room, and this is Tuesday. I walked in, I was talking to her, and I was like, Mom, like, are you okay? Like, what's going on? And she couldn't even speak. Like, she was losing her cognitive abilities, so like she could barely speak, and she was like, just go talk to your dad, everything's gonna be okay. First night I cried, next time I cried was her showing, and the funeral. Didn't cry after that for like a year. That was my lowest point in my life, ever.
Cause I think you called me.
I did.
Yeah.
And then I went to sleep.
Yeah, cause I was like sitting in bed, and I just get a call like out of nowhere. It was just, yeah.
Lowest ever.
I'll never forget that phone call.
Ever. Your highs, your lows?
Let me think. I would say my highs are, I feel like one of the highs are like right now too.
Of course.
It's been a good vibe lately.
Oh, yeah. Quarantine.
Yeah. Quarantine, yeah. My lows, I would say there was one 8th grade year.
Oh, I didn't even think back that far. My 7th grade year was terrible.
Yeah.
Why was 8th grade so bad?
Because at a point, I've never told anybody this, but I did. I wanted to quit.
You
Football.
wanted to quit?
Quit football, yeah. Because, yeah, it was bad. Like, I have that picture. Some people have seen that picture of me in my uniform where I'm just standing there like this.
Yeah.
Like, that's when I was like, it's dead. Because I got 2 concussions the same year. I was on the bench. And I was like, bro, like, this is so dead. Because I went from being the high.
The best of the best.
To
not even playing.
It's like, bro, like, what the heck? Literally, what the heck? And then I kind of used that as fuel.
So why didn't you quit?
Because I don't know if it was just.
Did anybody else notice you wanted to quit?
No.
So why didn't you?
Because it just. I don't even know. I just didn't. It was one of those moments where I was like, I don't tell anybody anything. Because back then it was a lot of surface level relationships with everybody. I didn't have anybody to sit down and talk to. So it was just like, I just got to keep it to myself.
But like, why didn't you stop?
Because I guess that picture, that was the last game of the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like I had to go to practice. I had just basically just put it to the side. I didn't work out the whole time until I got the streak, right? Which was freshman year Jack camp, which was June.
Mm-hmm.
So it gave me just a lot of free time. So I was like, I'm just not gonna worry about it right now. I don't want to make an impulsive decision.
And then when you came back, you just kept going.
Yeah, and I kind of used that.
So when you want to quit now, how do you stop? How do you redirect yourself?
Are you talking about earlier? Because then there was another time I didn't want to play.
Recently?
That was like a couple months ago. But then it was just like.
What's your why?
Do we even have time to get into
What's
this?
your why?
Do we even have time to get
Yes,
into this?
what is your why? This is the last thing. And then we're going to say the verse of the day. And
why?
We're going to give it.
I guess it's just.
What's the reason that you want to be great?
Just seeing how I was at a low point and I want to see myself be great now. You know,
because of that low point.
Yeah. And I
In
feel like it's
grade?
fueled me. It's fueled because like I remember hearing stuff about like it's not good enough. It's like,
how are you gonna tell me?
Exactly. Like, and I'm like, bro, okay, bet. And it'll be times where I'm in the weight room right now and I'm still replaying that in my head.
From 8th grade.
8th grade. And nobody would know that because that's just something I just don't say.
We just got a very deep introspective view of Reed Codwell.
Okay.
Y'all better appreciate this.
Cause this, yeah.
You don't get this a lot every day.
We're gonna delete this film.
Hell,
I'm
no.
kidding.
I love it, man. But anyway,
we're done talking about Reed for the whole rest of the series. We're done.
Anyways,
The last time y'all hear from me.
the verse of the day, man. Verse of the day is from 1 Corinthians 15:57. But thanks be to God, He gives us the victory through our Lord Jesus Christ. That's simple and straight to it, man. Thanks be to God.
Thanks be to God.
Thanks be to God.
Amen.
You ain't got to say nothing
Hallelujah.
else. Just thanks be to God. He's the reason.
Hallelujah.
He is the reason. Now, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to give you a word.
A word.
A word.
Because
And the word is going to be
what, dude?
hold on. The word is going to be black.
Black.
Freestyle.
Okay. I don't freestyle. It's not me. Because I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to take.
You gonna go?
I'm asking you.
Nah, you go.
Me.
I don't rap, bro.
Yes, you do, bro.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't rap.
Beast King 8 underscore 8. Beast King underscore 8, baby.
Don't say that.
Ooh.
AGTBRT.
Nah, we retired
If
that.
you know, you know.
We retired
It's not
that.
retired. Never dies.
Nah,
You said that like 3 times. Come out of retirement, like Marshawn Lynch. It never retires.
Well, you know, Marshawn is out the game now, isn't he?
Nah, he talked about coming back last
Nah,
year.
it's dead.
Remember?
Anyways.
Who else never retires? You know who I'm talking about.
Anyways.
Ray Allen, guys like that never retire.
All right, bro. Thanks be to God. I'm on the attack. Hey,
Yeah.
I never go back. Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Hold on. Who know?
Look, I'm so glad the
Hey,
camera's not on.
He just hit his,
No. I'm about to mute your mic.
He just hit his head on the pole
Okay, dude.
on the set.
Now you just messed it up because now you're gonna have to. Oh my gosh, Robert Smith.
This has been Who Knows Podcast,
Signing
episode 3.
3. Hey,
Reed
Lance,
Codwell.
bro. Lance, come back. We miss you, bro.
Yeah, Lance had PT today.
No bueno. And I'm about to go out. I gotta take a trip, business trip, bro. Fly to LA, bro. Trying to do some business, bro. Who knows, bro? You know, we're about to transfer our whole program to LA. Hopefully y'all stay with us, bro. We're about to blow up. Nah, I'm
He's
kidding.
lying. Anyways, this has been Who Knows Podcast, episode 3. Y'all tune in next week. Share, like, subscribe, wherever you're watching this. I appreciate you.
Love you for real.
Yes,
I love you.
yes. Go be great. Go be great this week. Go be great today, tonight, tomorrow.
Get off your butt, get some work in, get in that gym, get a pump.
Do what you
baby.
need to do. We love you. This is Who Knows. Signing out. Who knows?